Davis. I am graced with the presence of Ntozake Shange. She is the writer for colored girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much.
What we're going to do is let's get that mic over here so you can have, so you can actually, everyone can hear you, and so you can talk about your play, your book, and how it came about. And
well, thank you.
Okay, so while we're talking about that, tell us all about For Colored Girls.
Oh, For Colored Girls began.
Well, let me interrupt you. How did all this happen? So you're sitting there and you're kind of just. How did all this concept come to your mind, to your head?
That's what I'm getting ready to tell you.
Okay.
I was a performing poet in San Francisco, and I was a dancer in San Francisco. So my time was spent between poetry readings and dance concerts and rehearsals. Mm-hmm. And I also wrote a lot. I was always inspired to write by what we used to call new black music or black classical music, mm-hmm. Which is the music that grew out of the work of John Coltrane and Albert Ayler, mm-hmm. And Archie Shepp and Cecil Taylor. And the generation after that was doing new black music, and that's what I thrived on. So I was able to bring together from my various experiences dancers, musicians, other poets, and myself. And I would do these extended poetry readings that included those other art forms. Mm-hmm. And eventually I just started calling them all For Colored Girls Who Consider Suicide, because I couldn't get out of my head hearing my grandma tell me when I was little, "Oh, you are such a pretty little colored girl." And it always made me feel so proud. Mm-hmm. And I wanted us to have some of that warmth and remembering of ourselves as beautiful and cuddly and warm. And I also wanted to make sure that we were not washing ourselves away in blackness. Mm-hmm. Because in my lifetime, African Americans have changed our names for ourselves at least 5 times.
Yes. Yes.
And so I wanted to go back to something very stable that came from my grandmother, so it wasn't pejorative. And it also then allowed me to include all women of color all over the world.
Okay.
And that opened up the piece and the writing and the music and the dance to all kinds of global influences. And
what was the response when this first hit, when this first started coming out and people were like, "Wow, this is absolutely great"? I mean, what was the response to negative or positive?
Well, let's just start in San Francisco. We were picked to be the Bay Guardian's Pick of the Week.
Oh, really?
Yes, and I was beside myself with joy and honor, because I had only been here 3.5 to 4 years, and I had never performed anywhere outside of regular poetry readings and dance concerts, and I thought we had really shaken up the world. I said, "Oh my goodness, we're really on our way." But that's how I felt, and that's how my partner, Paula Moss, felt. She was the choreographer. So after we did our Pick of the Week by the Guardian Week, we drove our car to New York and performed at the Alternative Jazz Festival, which existed because musicians of color were very resentful and contested the perceptions of George Wein at the Newport Jazz Festival about what black music is. Mm-hmm. So we performed in the Alternative Jazz Festival, and that was the beginning of my career in New York.
Wow. So it was turned into a book?
Mm-hmm.
Turned into a book, what, in 1976, 77, 75, somewhere around there?
74, 75.
On Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Huge success. First started off in Berkeley at a bar outside of Berkeley. Yeah, and now here you are. Here it is. It's a very important to the community, and it is going to happen. And what I'm going to do, let's get Sean Vaughn Scott, co-director of the Berkeley Repertory Theater. Tell us when, where, and how you can get tickets.
You can actually get tickets by simply going to our website, www.blackrepertorygroup.com, and you can click on the link that says buy tickets and come on down and see the show. The shows received in the last 4 shows out of 10. They've all been selling out. Okay, we had to turn people away the last 4 shows to back houses, standing ovations the last 4 shows. So I'm really excited about this weekend to see what these 5 shows will actually provide the community and the actors with. The show times are Friday and Saturday at 8 p.m., Saturday matinee at 2:30, and 2 shows on Sunday, one at 3 p.m. and one at 7 p.m. And I mean, you can go out and see this play, and it has a life of its own. It's so spectacular, but how many people can actually get to meet the individual that wrote
that's a wonderful thing. That's
this
a wonderful
ball
thing.
of fire? And so we're excited. Ntozake Shange will be at the shows, and we'll be doing autograph signing. You'll be able to purchase her books and get a poster and get a memento while we have this living legend among us. We're really proud, and we're looking forward to a real exciting weekend. It's also going to be catered by Lois the Pie Queen. Okay, and that food is off the hook.
Yes.
So we're just having a big love fest. And also, I do not want to forget the jazz icon Miss Faye Carroll will be singing and opening up with the piece by Nina Simone for women. And she's just going to really rock the house and bring it down like she has been. And I mean, Ntozake Shange is going to be there. Come on, get excited.
Absolutely incredible.
Check your pulse if you don't know.
And the shows are selling out, so I suggest everybody, if you're trying to go see this incredible play, get your tickets. BlackRepertoryGroup.com or 510-652-2120. And I just want to point out, before we got on the radio, your voice was not that deep.
It wasn't that deep, but this is new territory.
That's what radio does.
I would just reiterate on one thing you said. As far as tickets go, run, don't walk.
That's right.
Run, do not walk. Get your tickets, and come on out.
That's
Meet
right.
Ntozake Shange.
And Ntozake Shange, you are
Shange.
and she's going to sign autographs, and maybe possibly if you have a camera, you can take a picture, possibly.
Sure.
Oh well, that's absolutely wonderful.
Absolutely.
And I was
got my eyebrows done this week. I wanted to look nice.
And you look lovely. You look lovely.
Fabulous.
You know, I just want to say, you know, it's been an absolute incredible pleasure. I have my picture. I don't have an autograph yet, but I do have my picture. It's an absolutely wonderful pleasure for myself to meet you, and thank you very much for doing this. Thank you for putting this out there for the community. It's very important, and I'm sure you know that, and it's a wonderful thing. And get your tickets, because it will sell out, and you know, this is actually history. So do that, get your tickets, and come out and see For Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough. I thank you very much, and we'll see you at the
Black
play,
Repertory Group Theater.
Yeah, say that one more time for everybody who were listening but they didn't catch everything. So let them know it's now through March 1st, and how they can get tickets, and the phone number one more time.
They can go to our website at blackrepertorygroup.com. The phone number 510-652-2120, and the ticket hotline 925-812-2787. And we look forward to seeing you. Run, don't walk. Get your ticket.